Let me ask you something that might make you uncomfortable. Can you sit alone in a room for just 1 hour? No phone, no music, no TV, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. Before you confidently say yes, let me warn you, studies show that most people would rather give themselves electric shocks than sit alone with themselves for 15 minutes. Think about that. People literally prefer pain over their own company. So here's the real question. If you can't be happy alone, can you ever truly be happy with anyone else? Stay with me, because what I'm about to share will completely change how you see yourself, your relationships, and your entire life. Let's talk about the biggest lie of our generation. We live in the most connected era in human history. You can video call someone on the other side of the planet. You have hundreds, maybe thousands of friends and followers. You're constantly liking, commenting, sharing, messaging, and yet you've never felt more alone, have you? Be honest with yourself. Right now, in this moment, despite all those connections, there's an emptiness inside, a void, a restlessness that won't go away no matter how many notifications you get. Here's what's happening. We're connecting with the whole world in name, but inside, we're becoming more and more isolated. Real connections? They're disappearing. We've replaced deep conversations with emojis. We've replaced presence with posts. We've replaced genuine joy with a highlight reel of fake happiness. You know what I'm talking about. Scroll through social media right now. Everyone's living their best life, right? Perfect relationships, perfect vacations, perfect everything. But here's the truth bomb. It's all a performance. It's all a show. That couple posting about their amazing hubby and perfect life, 4 days later, they're tearing each other apart. That friend showing off their luxury lifestyle, drowning in debt and depression. Everyone's competing in this insane race to prove their life is better than yours. And the saddest part? You're doing it too. We all are. We post our highlights, hide our struggles, and put on a mask that says, "I'm doing great," while inside, we're falling apart. This whole world has become a world of lies, and we're trapped in it. So let me give you a challenge, a simple experiment that will expose the depth of this problem. Here's what I want you to do. Find a quiet place. Sit down. No phone, no laptop, no book, nothing. Just sit there for 1 hour. Don't meditate. Don't try to do anything special. Just be there with yourself. Now, before you say that's easy, let me tell you what's actually going to happen. First 5 minutes, you'll feel okay, maybe even confident. Next 10 minutes, discomfort starts creeping in. Your mind will start looking for something to do. After 20 minutes, the urge to grab your phone becomes almost unbearable. Let me just check for 1 second. What's the harm? 30 minutes in, your mind starts throwing all kinds of important tasks at you. Oh, I forgot to reply to that email. I need to check if she messaged me. I should really make that call. Suddenly, everything seems urgent. Everything needs to be done right now. Here's the reality. None of those things are actually important. Your mind is just running away. From what? From the one thing it fears most, being with itself. If you actually complete this 1 hour challenge, you'll discover something terrifying and liberating at the same time. You'll see how deeply uncomfortable you are with your own presence. Think about what that means. Really think about it. If you can't stand being with yourself for even 1 hour, what does that say about you? If you find yourself boring, why wouldn't everyone else? But here's where it gets interesting. There's a crucial difference we need to understand. There's loneliness, and then there's solitude. They're not the same thing. Not even close. Loneliness is emptiness. It's that desperate feeling when you want someone to be with you, but they're not there. It's scrolling through your contacts at 2 a.m. looking for someone, anyone to talk to. It's the anxiety of being left alone with your thoughts. It's suffering. Solitude, on the other hand, is fullness. It's when you're alone, no phone, no distractions, no entertainment, and yet you're completely at peace. You're fulfilled. You're content. You don't need anything or anyone to complete you because you're already whole. Most people live in loneliness while desperately avoiding being alone. Do you see the tragedy in that? They surround themselves with noise, people, activities, screens, anything to avoid feeling that emptiness inside. But all those distractions, they're just band-aids on a wound that keeps getting deeper. Here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. We've become slaves to our devices, our entertainment, our distractions. That smartphone in your pocket? It owns you. Admit it. You can't go 30 minutes without checking it. You feel phantom vibrations. You panic when the battery hits 20%. Your phone has become more important than the human being sitting right next to you. And what has this created? A generation of people who are restless, anxious, unable to focus, unable to sit still for even 5 minutes. We don't know how to be anymore. We only know how to do. Always doing, always consuming, always distracted. We've lost the ability to simply exist. Let me go deeper. This loneliness, this emptiness you feel, where does it come from? It comes from separation, from the illusion that you're separate from everything else, that it's you versus the world, you against them. Your happiness depends on getting what you want, and suffering comes when you don't get it. You want that person to love you, but they don't. You want that job, that house, that life, but it's not happening. And every time reality doesn't match your desires, you suffer. You feel alone. You feel like something is missing. But what if I told you that nothing is actually missing? What if the separation itself is the illusion? Stay with me here because this might sound abstract, but it's the most practical thing you'll ever understand. Look at nature for a second. Really look at it. When it rains, where does that water come from? The clouds. And where do clouds come from? Evaporated water from oceans, rivers, trees. And when you drink that rainwater, what happens? It becomes part of you. You literally drank a cloud. You are the cloud. You are the ocean. You are the tree. There's no separation. It's all one interconnected system. The air you breathe out, a tree breathes in. The oxygen that tree releases, you breathe in. You can't exist without that tree. That tree can't exist without you. You're not separate from this universe. You are the universe experiencing itself. But we don't see this. We're so trapped in our heads, in our phones, in our constructed reality, that we've completely lost touch with what's actually real. We're living in a matrix of our own making, a world of filters, facades, and fakeness. And inside this fake world, we're trying to find real happiness. Do you see the problem? It's like trying to quench your thirst by drinking salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you get. The more you chase external validation, the emptier you feel. The more you try to fill that void with things, achievements, relationships, likes, and followers, the wider that void becomes. So what's the solution? The first step is brutal honesty. You need to look at your life and admit, the way I'm living right now isn't working. I don't want to continue like this. If you can't admit that, nothing will change. You'll keep running on the same hamster wheel, wondering why you're not getting anywhere. But once you see it, once you truly see that you're suffering, that this restlessness isn't normal, that this emptiness isn't how life should feel, then everything shifts. That's when solitude becomes possible. And solitude begins with something simple: awareness, mindfulness, presence. I'm not talking about some complicated meditation technique where you sit in a special position and chant special words. Forget all that. I'm talking about paying attention right now in this moment. Are you actually listening to these words? Or is your mind already somewhere else? Planning what you'll do after this video? Thinking about that text you need to send? That's the problem. We're never where we are. We're always somewhere else. True meditation isn't something you do for 1 hour a day while being frustrated the other 23 hours. That's just adding another task to your to-do list. Real meditation is living with awareness every single moment. When you're eating, actually taste the food. When you're walking, feel your feet touching the ground. When someone's talking to you, actually listen. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Try this. Next time it rains, go outside. Don't run for cover. Stand there. Feel the drops on your skin. Watch how clouds form and dissolve. See how that cloud becomes a drop. That drop touches your hand. You drink it. You just drank a cloud. You became the sky. When you start seeing life this way, something magical happens. The separation dissolves. You stop feeling lonely because you realize you were never alone. You're connected to everything. That tree outside your window, you're breathing together. That stranger on the street, same consciousness, different body. That mountain, that river, that star, all made of the same energy that makes you. How can you be alone when you are everything? Here's what you'll discover if you go deep enough into solitude. Everything in this world is temporary. Everything. Your body, your thoughts, your emotions, your relationships, your achievements, all of it comes and goes. You weren't the same person you were as a child. You won't be the same person you are now in 10 years. Everything is constantly changing, flowing, moving. Clouds form and dissolve, waves rise and fall, people come into your life and leave. Thoughts appear and disappear. Everything is temporary, except one thing. That thing is awareness, consciousness, the part of you that's observing all these changes. Your thoughts come and go, but who's watching those thoughts? Your emotions rise and fall, but who's experiencing those emotions? Your body changes every single day, but who's aware of that body? That awareness, that's who you really are. And here's the most beautiful part. That awareness is the same in everyone. The awareness looking through your eyes and the awareness looking through someone else's eyes, it's the same awareness. Just like water in your body and water in my body is still just water. When you realize this, something profound happens. The me and you disappears. The separation vanishes. And what's left? Pure connection, pure love, pure freedom. You stop trying to get love from others because you realize you are love. You stop feeling insecure in relationships because you're already complete. You stop fearing loneliness because you understand you're never alone. When someone comes into your life, beautiful. When they leave, beautiful. Because nothing can actually be added or taken away from who you truly are. This is real solitude. This is real freedom. And when you have this inner freedom, you stop clinging. You stop possessing. You stop trying to control. And ironically, when you stop needing people, they're drawn to you. Because you're the only one who can give them what they're really looking for, real connection without conditions. So let me bring this home. The world will keep trying to sell you solutions. Buy this product and you'll be happy. Get into this relationship and you'll be complete. Achieve this goal and you'll be fulfilled. It's all lies. Happiness isn't out there. It's not in the next achievement, the next purchase, the next relationship, the next like or follow. Happiness is in the space between your thoughts, in the stillness beneath the noise, in the awareness that's always been there, waiting for you to notice it. Stop running. Stop distracting yourself. Stop performing for an audience that doesn't even really care. Take that challenge I gave you. Sit alone for 1 hour. Feel the discomfort. Watch your mind panic. Don't run from it. That discomfort is the door. Walk through it. On the other side is something you've been searching for your entire life without knowing it. Yourself. Your true self. The unshakable, unchangeable, infinite awareness that you are. And when you find that, everything changes. Not because your circumstances change, but because you're no longer at the mercy of your circumstances. You become the sky instead of the weather. You become the ocean instead of the waves. You become free. So the question isn't whether you can be happy alone. The question is, are you brave enough to find out who you really are when all the distractions fall away? That's where real life begins. Now go. Turn off your phone, sit with yourself, and discover the most interesting person you'll ever meet, you. And if you want to learn how to make money from money, watch our next video.